Anyway, we got to get on this. I have done my best to avoid speaking on it. And I'm ashamed speaking on it as it has become so trendy this week. But I am finally going to speak on the Dr. Umar fiasco.
Not Lupe.
They who?
Not Lupe, but...
Oh, not Lupe fiasco.
but not Umar fiasco.
I mean, like, yo, man, this is something that has gotten so bad, I couldn't help but weigh in on it. There's a brother, calls himself a doctor. Everybody on the internet who calls themselves a doctor, it makes me do this. What's that Chuck D look? I mean, there are some doctors in the black internet space that are legitimate doctors. Most of them have questionable doctor credentials. It's been trendy to call yourself a doctor. But just like the other doctor, you've become undone. You've become undone. This brother, Dr. Umar, who is a great speaker, uses his speaking ability as a weapon against the lame. What is lame? What's the definition of lame, brother?
Any nigga still wearing FUBU.
Hey, nigga, fuck y'all, man. Craig on this motherfucker.
No, I'm joking.
All right, can you read it where we can hear it? What is the definition of lame? A person naive or socially inept. He has been working lames for a long time. But there's more to it that I want to put my spin on with it. First of all, I knew he wasn't 100 with it when he faked the phone call. When he was into it with somebody, and you saw it, it's so funny. I watched it probably 1,000 times. When he was arguing with somebody and he acted like his goons was calling. He was like, no, hold on, here they go. Hello? No, man, I got this. I got this. Then his phone said, nigga, do you know how hard I was laughing, dog?
Or they running around this intellectually masturbating old-ass information. Like Papa Smurf. That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. That Papa Smurf shit ain't gonna get us nowhere. You feel me? Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. I got this. So that Papa Smurf thing ain't gonna work. You feel me? Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. I got this. Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. I got this. Hold on. Yeah. Nah, I got this. I got this.
I'm saying, dude, you played yourself in front of anybody that's 100. You can't come back from that. It take at least 5 years of staying away from the internet and a sincere apology for playing people like they lame, for a real one to even listen to that, what you got to say anymore. So what I'm saying about this is the real problem with a man like this Umar brother. This is the real problem. Anybody with common sense know that this man ain't got no school coming. Anybody with common sense know that. But there's a sucker born every minute. So he gonna keep running his script and absorb what he can from the suckers. This is where he's very detrimental to our community. Not just the fact that he begs and borrows, robs. This is a man who's always talking about black women and how the black queens should be put first, foremost, all that. But I wonder, can he assemble black women that ain't got a this nigga that fucked me over story? You're a predator. You use your good talking to destroy the lames and hoes. And there's a lady on the internet he's talking about. He says her vagina stinks. He says all this. He says, oh, she's this. He's accusing her of going in his bank account and getting the money probably. He said, I think she did it.
So then I called the bank. And the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th. That's when Medea went public. That's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know my suspicion. I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters.
Hold on. According to this woman, she called him. She needed help with her son, thought he might be able to help. It's game in that. But, okay, he agreed to meet up with her, but he had her drive 2 hours to pick him up from the airport where he was flying in. Now, if you are a woman who grew up around men who love you, you would never go for that. You can't step to no woman who know what she need to know in the hole past 40. 40 years old in the hole? Well, you need me to come get you? No real woman who was brought up by men who love her will go for that. And if they do go for it, it's because they wanted to hoe out for somebody, which he has fame on the internet. So maybe this woman was like, I'm just gonna do it. Of course, she probably has a son with issues and all that. But when a man tell you, come drive 2.5 hours and pick me up from the airport, and he passed the age of 40, You ain't got no business going to get no man 2.5 hours and drive him anywhere. All my sisters who've been around me and who love them know this.
We just end up a little different, you know what I mean? Yeah. As I got older, I had to get wiser. Keep your enemies close, don't let them stand beside you. The streets, I'll stab you in the back like Caesar. Then throw you away when they don't need you. As I got older, I had to get wiser.